All right, welcome to the Broadfield Distributing Liquid Lunch. We have two special guests. I'm Gary Batan, the president of Broadfield Distributing. I'm filling in for Jim because unfortunately Jim's out today. He's got some back issues, and I have a special guest here. This is Lon from Roland. Lon Mass is the director of Pro AV, Roland Corporation. You guys, a lot of people know Roland as a musical instruments, music type company, but Lon is representing the video side of it, so we got some great news on some video mixes. But first, of course, it's Liquid Lunch. So Jim had a beer ready. This isn't it. I just pulled the beer from Jim's office, and it's called Old Brown Dog by Smutty Nose. Smutty Nose is a brewery that I typically like their stuff, so let's see what happens. We're using our cool little fire cooler opener. Here we go. Looks dark and golden.
Thank you. Nice.
All right, so I think what we do is, this is a New Hampshire craft brewery, Smutty Nose. I like their beers a lot. I've had a bunch of them. I've never had this one so long. Here's to a great show.
Thank you. Good health. It's nice.
It's nice. It's a beer that will drink like a meal.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't have lunch. So before we start for the show, I'm going to drink a little more of this beer. All right, let's do the dive. Basically, at CES and the fourth quarter last year, Roland introduced two amazing new products. We're going to cover them both. The first one we're going to look at is the V-8HD, and the other one is the GO LiveCast. Two very different products aimed at two very different audiences, but products that I think our dealers are going to be tremendously successful with. So I'm going to go to the next slide, and we're going to jump right in. The V1HD switcher. Now, this is the switcher right here. If we can go right to that overhead shot. As you can see, beautiful lights, screen. It's an 8 HDMI input device. So, Lon, when you first described this product to me last year, showing me the mock-up, my thought was, hey, this is like taking two V1HDs, putting them together, and then putting them on steroids. You took a lot of the features that are in your other mixers and brought them into this one. So let's go right to Lon. He's going to tell us about what I said, if I'm right or if I'm wrong, and why it's a good idea.
You're absolutely right. The V1HD has been a standard in the industry for many entry-level customers, house of worship, education. It's just an incredible device. But there are times where somebody needs more than 4 inputs, and so we encourage the factory to design something with 8 inputs, and that's what this is. But it is on steroids. It has a multi-viewer. It has all the features of the VR1HD, which is the VR series. And basically, you can, it has video follow audio. There's so many, this is so feature-rich and so feature-packed for what it is. And it's under $2,000, so just incredible.
That, to me, is the magic word. Yep. It's under $2,000. You know, we find that you're going to have a lot of customers who say, you know, 4 seems to be enough. And when we first had the V1HD, I said 4 does seem like enough.
It is, yep.
Until you start talking to someone in a worship situation who's saying, well, I also want to bring on the camera that is I want to bring in on a laptop via HDMI the words.
Right.
I also want to bring in another camera that's on the outside. Can I put a camera right over, you know, the preacher? When we're doing weddings, can we have a camera hidden in a flower pot, you know? There's so many places you can put HDMI cameras now, like GoPros, little lipstick cameras. That's what I love about this. And for sports, let's face it, if you're doing a sports show, the more cameras, the better. No one ever complained that this sporting event had too many angles or too many cameras.
Lots of coverage.
So we love it for, you know, high school, junior high school sports. Think it's for worship. It's a solid home run. And then we also think it's good for that corporate people you can sell to if you got people doing corporate video. Why? Because we talk about this a lot with you as the dealers. It's really important. Is the expense of these products isn't the product itself. The expense is getting someone trained and taught who's going to run and operate it. And there's a lot of products out there that are $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 that are far more powerful than we're talking about. But they have a level of complexity that requires training to use. If you can't figure out how to use this product in 10 minutes, then you're just fooling around too much because got lost in some of the features, right?
Don't get lost in the features. The other thing you discussed was there are 3 scalable inputs for computers. So we didn't offer one We didn't offer 2, we have 3. You can bring 3 computers in, and Roland is known for its scalers. They are great.
Yeah, the scalar thing is real important, folks, and I can't stress this enough, and that is we all want to bring PowerPoints or Excel or stuff off the computer into the production. And what happens with every other switcher out there, and even ones that are more expensive, is it gets blurry, it gets squashed, it gets blurred. The Roland scalers are second to none. These scalers are good enough to do broadcast arenas and that level of accurate scaling and things like that. And the 3 scaling inputs is really good because, like I said, you might have a laptop, you might have something else bring in your 3D graphics or other graphics or stuff. So just phenomenal that they're offering that in this product. And the scalers is something, when you're selling this product, it's really something you should be stressing to your customers, that all they have to remember is that time that they brought something up on the screen and it was blurry or washed out or hard to read, and they'll understand the value of really great scaling. But also, you got a ton of effects in this. We've got picture-in-picture, we've got side-by-side, we've got wipes. You know, this thing is fully loaded. This is not by any means a simple or oversimplified switcher. And the feature I want to talk about that I love, that's been available in several of your products now, that I think is another one that's great, is the automated video switching. You can set this up where the video follows the mics. Now, all of a sudden, if I'm doing a radio show and I want to do a video of it or a video cast of it, how cool is that?
This is great. If we had the automated setup today with some PTZ cameras, we would wait it to you, and it would be switching every time you talk and switching back to me automatically, quickly, every time I talk. And it could be weighted so that if you want to interrupt what I'm saying, it can go back to you as the override. So it's an incredible feature. And by the way, talking about PTZ, one of those computer inputs is going to be for your software to control other devices as we go out in time. So the software is not here yet, but it will be probably in the next 45 to 60
Well, that's
days.
the PTZ software, but all the Roland switchers now have a software interface that really lets you get to a whole level of features. So we say this is simple, easy to use. It is, believe it or not. If I had a tablet running Chrome, I could run that app and I could be controlling this device and all the other Roland mixers as well. So I love that feature beyond anything else. But the audio mixing is super cool. Now, if we can go to the overhead camera, I want to stress this, that the audio mixer is going to follow the HDMI. So you're going to want, for best results, to have, like I would be wired with a mic to my camera.
Correct.
You'd be wired with a mic to your camera because you don't want the crosstalk noise. It'll still work, but for the cleanest effect, you would like some kind of wire into the camera because we're following the camera.
Right.
I just love this product at under $2,000. I think it's a tremendous winner. Now, we're going to get units in, what, in about a week? We think we're going to get our first
Next week, you will have your first units in.
Get your orders in, guys. This is going to be hot. Like I said, V1HD on steroids, under $2,000, by far and away the best mixer on the market for under $2,000 you can find. And there's a lot more you can do with it. So we're going to talk about some bundling opportunities, but first we want to talk about a technology opportunity, and that is the folks at Roland are working with a lot of third-party vendors. They mentioned PTZ Optics and their cameras before. You work with Canon, Panasonic. They're working with Atomos, the Atomos field recorder. So I want to hold this up. This is a Shogun 7. This is the brand new Atomos. I'm ahead of you, Oliver. I'm sorry. This is the brand new Atomos 7-inch monitor. It's a monitor field recorder. What's so cool about it with the announcement from Roland? Tell us.
Basically, you can trigger from the Roland switcher the record capability of the Atomos. So it talks to the Atomos product.
So you'll record only what you want to record. When the show starts, when the show stops, you'll automatically start and stop recording. So you can use this Atomos as your monitor for the show and record your show at the same time. So let's take it a little further. We have an Atomos monitor that we can be watching the show and recording the show for later. But what if we want to stream? We got you covered. How about put it together with a LiveView Solo with a Solo Connect bundle? The LiveView Solo, as you know, uses cellular bonded technology. What you need to think of about the LiveView Solo is it lets you bring high bandwidth with you anywhere you go. So say your customers don't know when they're on site if the church is going to have good bandwidth. With the LiveView Solo Connect, they bring their bandwidth with them. HD bandwidth, it takes 2 signals from the 2 modems, puts them together in the LRT cloud, and lets you go HD streaming to Facebook, to YouTube, to any RTMP stream you want. We now have this available for you to resell with the Connect, with the modems, and with a data plan that actually allows you as the dealer to get a residual from the data plan that the customer is buying. So if you put together the HD, the 8HD, the Shogun 7, and the LiveView with the modems and the data plan, for under $5,000, you have a complete run and gun mobile production system where all you need is power. And if you have an outlet, that's great. If you don't, you can use batteries, and even they can get a battery pack to run into this.
You get a battery pack for that.
So think about that. If you have to go to an away football game and mix the game, you can do it. If you're going to be doing a graduation that's outside, you can do it. If the church is going on location, maybe to a sister church that's up in the hills a little bit, maybe they don't have the video stuff you have, but you want to do something from their production. Normally they watch you, but you want to produce something from there, you can do it. The portability and ability to take a fully comped out, mix it, stream it, record it, watch it, all will fit in a small Pelican case or a backpack, plus your cameras. This is where the industry's going, folks. This is where your customers want to be. And if you think about what the opportunities and where these verticals are, let's review the verticals again where we see this V8HD really hitting home.
House of worship, education, absolutely sports. And remember, if we want to do sports, it should be with a brick battery because it lasts longer. You'll probably get 3 to 4 hours out of it. And corporate use and general production use as well for a small production company just starting out.
Including even the one-man show, because we didn't even mention it. You can use the foot pedals that we've been with the VO2 with this, so that now if I'm producing my own show, I can get a simple foot pedal to cut my 2 cameras, or if I want the dual tool pedal, I could say like cut camera, or launch PIP effect or some other effect. So I'm a one guy, I'm doing the show, I could do it. And what we found is a lot of these guys producing their one-man operations really need to add that other value add. Anyone can have a phone and produce a stream, which is going to bring us to our next product shortly. Roland V-8HD, first shipments are coming in a week or 2 for us. They're going to be tight. We already doubled our initial order. We think it's going to be a great product. Guys, if you're in the business of selling mixers, streaming, you need to look at this product and get it into your product mix. Now we're going to switch gears to a very different product, the GO LiveCast. The GO LiveCast is a completely different product aimed at a completely different audience. I'm going to move this aside, guys. I'm going to put it over here if I could. As you can see, it's very small. It's a compact unit. It's got a connector for you to put your phone into. We'll get into that later. This is for power. It allows you to get a headset monitor as well as audio from a phone, a music player, or a musical instrument. Because remember, these guys have music in their DNA. And you also have the ability to get in a mic that can be balanced, or a more fancy mic. So this product is really cool. We've got a video that goes into, I think, the overall product. So let's roll that video now.
Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to do the classic cat eye.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a quiche Lorraine. So what we're going to need is Gruyere, eggs, chives, creme fraiche.
So I make an outline and then do like a triangle and then run it through.
Awesome video. I think you got a feel for what this product really does. You guys were showing the show at NAMM and the line was around the block. People could believe it. Why? Because so many people want to be their own individual content producers, but just what comes off a phone isn't enough. We want more. We want more production quality. We want to be able to add music, sound effects. We want to be able to add video, lower thirds, whatever we need. And Lon, the big question is How much does this puppy cost?
This is going to be a $299 retail product, and it's going to be $249 on the street map.
$250.
$250.
It's a complete video production package which allows you to shoot and stream the video using your phone as a camera, using your phone as the streaming device. There's a cool little app that comes with it.
There's an app.
So why don't we roll the video that's a little bit more about the LiveCast app. Let's really go LiveCast. So think about those kids on Twitter with their gaming stuff, all those people doing TikTok, Rip Rocks, whatever those are called. You know, a great way to waste an hour, whether you're in the bathroom or trying to fall asleep at night. My daughter gave me a TikTok, and now I end up watching it, and they're so dumb and so stupid and so addicting. But I admit I watch it. So tell us when this thing is going to be available.
It is available now. It's won so many awards, I can't even tell you, for this little product. It's just wonderful, and you will have it in February in Broadfield.
So it'll be available for you guys in February. Get your pre-orders in. Let us know. We ordered a bunch. They're going to be on tight supply for a while. If you're in, think about it. If you're in the photo business, this is a great thing to put in your store because everyone's got an iPhone. They see that as a photo accessory. $249, we know who it's aimed at. If you got an online store, if you're a value-added marketer on a marketplace, so this product's a great product for you. And more than that is, it's a great way to start the conversation about video streaming and production. And if you get somebody this product, I guarantee in a year or two they're going to be coming back wanting more. Because as great as this product is, the goal is that your content's so good that you outgrow it. So what this thing will do is let you take your Android or iPhone, which I think is important. Some guys come out with one or the other. You're both.
We're both.
Use it as a camera. Also use it to be your streaming device in your application. The user gets to use this very simple interface that's, can we show it again? I want to see if people can see like what the buttons look like. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So, you know, you've got buttons to bring in music, to bring sound effects, to bring video, to bring images, a title. You know, it's not storing 100 of them, but you can bring some stuff in. So clever, such a cool product. I have to tell you, I was really upset because I found out about this product from the press release. You didn't give me a sneak peek on it.
I did not give
because
any
this
sneak
is a
peeks.
product that I think is going to go crazy for our dealers. It's great in that wheelhouse. And I know my production team have all told me, I want to have one of these to play with. This is so cool. And based on looking at us on camera, that beauty filter could come in handy. So let's talk about it. Direct Connect with streaming platforms. It's a mini broadcast studio at your fingertips, and you get the best out of your smartphone camera. So this is a cool product. $249, get $299, $249 promo price. Get your orders in, guys. It's going to be a big winner. All right, one of the things I want to talk about now is Roland products in stock. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this into the webinar, folks, is because we've got the Chinese New Year, and we've got the Mexican beer virus going around, the coronavirus. So you could probably expect that anyone, plus Trump tariffs, so anyone who's supply chaining out of China, I'm sorry, is going to be in for some tough times.
Yeah.
But we have V1HDs in stock. We have the HD with the streaming device in stock. We have the VO2 HDs in. We have the VO1 SDs in. We have the VR4 HDs in stock. And we have the VO2 HD 2-packs and the individual VO2 as well. We've got them in stock for you guys so you can get them on. Great show. Want to thank you a lot for coming on the show,
really
man.
Appreciate it.
I think we nailed it. I think the dealers understand the value of the Roland products. Roland products are under a strict MAP policy, so talk to your Broadfield dealer about it. But if you're looking to get involved in these products and you're not involved in these products, you want to become a Roland dealer, call your Broadfield rep. He'll be more than happy to walk through the product line, give you pricing, give you information on the proper way to position the products. We'll even get you online and give you some training if you need some of that. These are great products. Really happy to have you on the show. I think we killed it.
Thank you.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. And not a bad beer
Enjoy
for
the
liquid
week.
lunch.
Broadfield
Wow.
Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers. So call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.